We are at Omokdae pavilion. Morning started off quite lazy. We woke up late on purpose. Had a little bit of a breakfast at the hotel. Speaking of which, I don't know if it's just me that does this when I stay at these traditional hotels, but I fold the mattress at half so you can get double the comforter or whatever, the mattress. So you're a little bit higher, but it still was hard to sleep. But after waking up and prepping, kind of cleaning up the room a little so the guy that owned the place wouldn't have to do too much, we went over to the Cheongyeollu bridge, and Lynn called mom to wish her a happy Mother's Day, and then we spoke a little, chilled out. Lynn's camelback kind of started leaking, so we tried to fix that, and then we went over to the Jeonju Hyanggyo school, and I don't know if it's coming through or not, but they have been flying fighter jets over us like all morning, and it's pretty crazy. Like maybe they're doing some sort of test, but they've been going on for a while now. Anyhow, we went to the Confucius school, and unfortunately it was closed. They're closed on Mondays. I actually planned on going last night before dinner. Should have just done that because they're closed on Mondays, and today is a Monday. After that, we then walked over here to the Omokdae, where I think we're gonna chill a little, go check out this pavilion, and then maybe I'll be able to get my drone in the air again to get a few sky shots. But other than that, it's a pretty lazy day. We're pretty much ahead of schedule because the Confucius school was closed. I'm thinking maybe we go to the train station early and see if we could change our tickets from the 4 o'clock tickets to maybe something earlier and get to Seoul a little earlier. That'd be nice. Anyhow, I'll check back in a moment here. Alright, and from Omokdae, we have walked over to the Jeonju Mural Village. I didn't come here last time, and I have to say it's pretty impressive. Now, everything is kind of closed, which, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but it's kind of awesome to be able to see all this area. Now, I do have to be a little bit quiet because, like Bukchon Village in Seoul, people live here, so these are people's homes. I wouldn't be surprised if the people that owned the place were the ones that were painting the place. That grandma that just passed by, she's selling all sorts of drinks and ice cream and everything. Really, really awesome. There's a lot of old folks up here, and she's just going from house to house, knocking on their doors, seeing if they need anything, and they come out and buy stuff. So quite the service. Anyhow, we are about to go get lunch next here. Hopefully this place is open. Notice that a lot of places are closed on Mondays. Other than that, it's pretty interesting to see all the different paintings on the walls. There is no rhyme or reason. Here's Totoro that we're passing right now. And there was also Howl's Moving Castle, there was Adventure Time, there was We Bare Bears, so all sorts of stuff. Anyhow, check back in a moment here once we actually go get a little lunch. Anyhow, back in a moment. Alright, and welcome from the future, I guess. I forgot to do the whole lunch that we had today. And so after going to the Mural Village, we walked over to the Wangi Kongnamul Gukbap, which is very famous here in Jeonju. And one of the big things about it is that it's like this very basic soup. You add kimchi and your own spices into it, and it's amazing. The last time I was here and I had it, it was super tasty and totally worth every penny. It's super inexpensive as well. There was no line when we went this time. We were in, ordered our soup, and got our soup, our rice, and then it's unlimited kimchi. You just go grab your own. They have this huge area for 2 types of kimchi. There's the daikon and then the standard kimchi. You fill up and go back to your table. We got a couple of colas, ciders if I recall correctly, and then we just kind of enjoyed our meal and got ready to go to the park, which is the next spot. So that was going to be the revenge trip, but I'll get to more of that in a second. Just wanted to mention that we did get lunch and it was delicious. Alright, we are at Dokjin Park. This is my revenge trip here. Last time I was in Jeonju, I wanted to come walk in this area. It's fantastic. It's really gorgeous. They really did a good job upkeeping it. It reminds me of a park that's really nice in Hong Kong, but they don't have space in Hong Kong to have this like massive amount of area like this park does, which they just use it fantastically. We went over to the pavilion, took some photos. There's a temple or something that's in the middle of this pond. We're gonna go walk over there and check that out right now. It wasn't originally part of the plan, but I mean, since we're here and it's right there, might as well. Might try taking the drone up in a second here too, if I could find a flat spot with no trees. But overall, the weather is hot. It's like 32 degrees. I think it's what, mid to high 80s. It's nice in the shade. The wind is real nice. The park's super clean, which is kind of nice. And yeah, we're gonna, after this, we're returning the car, going to the train station, and waiting for our train. We'll have to check back in a moment here. Anyways, more in a second. Welcome back. And the last time I think I checked in was at the room in, or at the park in Jeonju. I am currently in my hotel room in Seoul. After the park, we went over to Lotte Rent-A-Car to return the car, and that was just a super smooth process. Just went in, found a parking spot, told the girl that I was returning the car. She took the car back in, told me I was good to go, and it's right across. My allergies are going off, and my nose has just been consistently running, so much so that like my throat has this like crazy frog in it. It's been kind of odd, but aside from that, we took the train, which was right across the street. The station was right across the street from the Lotte Rent-A-Car area, and took about 2 hours to get here. A little bit longer. For some reason, this train it left on time, but ended up getting here heavily delayed. It was like 10-15 minutes late, which is weird in my book at least. And then at the train station, my phone wasn't really working all too well, so we were trying to get to the hotel, but my phone was saying that we were at Yongsan Station, which that is like really far away. It was telling me that I was gonna have to walk for about an hour to get here, which from Seoul Station, this is not an hour's walk. It's like 15 minutes if you're walking slow. My phone finally worked and we were able to walk to Hotel Manu, which is where we're at right now. And let's just do a little room tour. Alright, so this is the room at the Hotel Manu that we're at. We're on room, or level 5, if you can see it there. There's the elevators, and we're in 508. This is our doorbell. As we come in, to the immediate right is the bathroom. You can see there's the sink, toilet, and shower system. It's not that fancy. I thought we were going to have more stuff on top. That was the door not closed alarm that just went off. That was kind of weird. Anyhow, as I was saying, I thought there was going to be like a rain system there, but there's nothing. Another funny thing that Lynn found out was that the closet is actually connected to the bathroom. So across the bathroom's full length mirror. We close the door Japanese style for the bathroom. Open this drawer for the bathroom, and you're back in the room. Pretty crazy. So we go back out, and we have our table and stuff, the TV, another mirror, the 2 beds, singles, control for the AC, which is up there, and then phone and control for all the lights in the room. And then over here is our fridge, amenities kit, and then kind of a weird way that they do the windows. You could look down and see Seoul 17, I believe it is, from here, or come up here and again see the same thing. But overall, great hotel room. I thought this was going to be the best hotel room, being that this was the most expensive, but it is what it is. We are in downtown Seoul, so anyhow, let's go ahead and change the angle and get back to finishing off this video. Okay, as you can see, the room is decent. I seriously thought, like I said at the end of that video, this was going to be the best room out of the trip. It ended up the one room that we rented over by the airport, the Lotte Airport room, that was definitely our best room. That being said, the room is fine. One of the coolest things is that not only can you see Seoul 17 down there, but you could actually take Seoul 17 all the way to the station from the hotel. So the hotel actually has an exit and entrance that goes to that platform. And so we dropped off our stuff and walked over. We split up with Chris. He had to do his laundry, so he decided to go do his laundry while we went to Hongdae, because our goal was to go to Converse to make some shoes. The only problem with that, Converse is redoing the floor that they make the shoes, and because of that, it won't be ready until next week. So that was kind of a bummer. And then on top of that is like, we didn't know really what to do at that point. We were hungry though, because it was like 8 o'clock. So thanks to Steven in Seoul for 24 hours or something like that, or everything Steven eats in Seoul, which is on the 8 channel, the About to Eat YouTube channel, I believe, although I think that's gone now. He came to Seoul, to Korea, and he traveled around and ate a lot of different things, and one of the things that we noticed that he ate, or that I noticed that he ate, was a gopchang, which is pork intestine, and Ben really wanted to eat that. So being that he ate at a restaurant that I found out was in Mappogu, near Hongdae, I was like, we could just walk there. And so from the Converse store, we walked over to Nolan, I think it is, Nolan Gopchang, and we had dinner there. We had your gopchang, your pork intestine, barbecue pork intestine. We had barbecue pork on top of that, and then we had a stir-fried sundae, which is that it's still intestine, but it's like filled with noodles and stuff. It was delicious. Ben and I liked the entire meal. Lynn wasn't so fond of the sundae, but she did really like the gopchang and the pork. Killer meal. We finished off, walked around the major railroad park that's in Hongdae right next to the school, and then decided to come back to the hotel. We have an early day tomorrow. We're going to Suwon. Once we hit Seoul Station, Lynn and Ben were really craving ice cream, so we went to the Baskin Robbins that was there, grabbed some ice cream, ate it at the station, and then came back to the hotel. Here we are, and we are getting ready to end our night. This is pretty much it for today. Pretty crazy that we started off at Jeonju earlier, and now we're in Seoul, and we still did stuff. But it is what it is. I love the Hongdae area. That was super fun. I'm bummed that we weren't able to make our shoes. That is just too bad, but tomorrow's going to be Suwon, so hopefully that'll be real fun. We have an early wake-up call, and yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for the night, and we will see you in the next video.